what's up, everybody? This is Power Glove Pixels back again with a new video. So, on today's video, I want to discuss about the state of Xbox. A lot of people are concerned about the future, that we're not seeing those big AAA games like the way PlayStation has been releasing. And, for me personally, I'm a big Xbox and I'm happy with the Xbox, and there's plenty of games. A lot of people say, oh, there's no games on Xbox, but you know what, there are so many games on Xbox, from indie games and a lot of big AAA games in terms of multi-plats. And I'm happy. For example, PUBG, I love it on the Xbox One X. Obvious the PlayStation doesn't have that at the moment, and maybe in the future, who knows, unless Microsoft does a special deal. But for me, I'm happy the way Xbox has its games. If I want to play a storytelling game, then maybe that's what PlayStation is for. And a couple of days ago, there was a guy, his name is Ryan McCaffrey. He made a comment on his Twitter, which to me, I feel that it's kind of rude, because in the past he's always been kind of rude. And I'll get to that. So the first thing he said on his Twitter was, and I believe this was on April 18, I believe, so it was a couple of days ago. He said, Xbox fans are dying to celebrate a masterpiece level exclusive like God of War. Thing is, though, it took Sony 10 years to get to this point where their first party is firing at all cylinders. This work started in the PS3 era. Xbox might get there, but it's gonna take a long time. Now, to me, like, when I read this, I'm like, I don't know. I don't really like the way his tone. I'm not sure where he's coming from. I don't know the guy personally, and I actually watch his podcasts and on IGN, because he works for IGN, and he covers a lot of Xbox. But he came like a long time ago. I believe he was in the podcast since 2011. He's been there, I believe, and he's been covering Xbox for a very long time. And I don't know, in the past, he invited Phil Spencer as well in one of his podcasts, and he was kind of rude. He even said, you should release the S instead. You should have released the S instead of the OG Xbox One. And even said, no offense, but I find those comments always, very rude, And Phil Spencer responded to this comment that this guy did, Ryan McCaffrey, and he said that their machine pretty much took time. Their service, they're backwards compatible, which is amazing. You can't compare it to PlayStation. Now, having backwards compatible all the way back to 2001 is great, especially with all the games that they're adding in the next couple weeks. It's just unbelievable, and it's amazing. He said that the first party takes time, because it takes about 3 to 5 years. Those high quality games, it takes time, and yes, single player games as well. Even Phil Spencer said this. And they got to build it correct. They have to build. The goal is to what the customers deserve. They want that big AAA games. And if pretty much what he's saying is that if they do all that correctly and have all the first party content, then yeah, they could have the same results like the way that PlayStation has. And at the moment, yeah, it doesn't have that big punch that God of War has, but I'm happy with the Xbox, and me personally, I play all systems. I play PlayStation 4, I have Nintendo Switch, and there's nothing wrong with having all three systems personally. But I don't know, I just think that you shouldn't worry. I believe that what Phil Spencer had been doing for the past, since he became the head of Xbox, he's been doing a lot of great things behind the scenes. And I always look forward to what he says. A lot of people, it seems like they're getting tired of waiting, but sometimes to make good quality games, you have to have that patience, and I feel that E3 this year is just going to be unbelievable. I'm pretty sure they're going to announce a lot of good stuff that people are going to be shocked. And because honestly, I have the Xbox One X, and that's a great machine. I feel that it should have been the Xbox that should have been released from the beginning. The original one, I feel that one is like, yeah, not that great. And then the S, not bad, but in terms of performance, the X is definitely the way to go. And it's interesting because there's a lot of games that prove that Xbox X is capable of, showing those type of experiences. For example, Forza, not everybody's into Forza, but one of the things that I'm impressed about that game, that it does true 4K and it does 60 frames per second. For me, I think that 60 frames per second should be the standard, for all games going forward. But obvious, I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe next generation, because in my computer, for example, I have a Vega 64, and I pretty much get between, I'll say 75 to 100, depending on what game I'm playing. But back again to this, the state of Xbox. I see a lot of comments of people being concerned, and I understand. People want those big triple storytelling games, and I'm pretty sure Xbox is going to do it. You just got to be patient. We know that State of Decay is going to come out, which is more like a multiplayer game. And then later the year, we're going to see Crackdown. And to be honest, if you have the Xbox X, that's the best way to play multiplats. Now, let's take the computer out for a second, okay? Obvious, not everybody's going to have a really high-end computer. But for what the X does and for the price, there's nothing that you can beat that, then that's one of the reasons I got the X. I've always wanted the best. The computer is fine, and I have a really high-end computer, but at the end of the day, I just want to be sitting on my couch, and just playing on a console, and that's another thing too. I feel that a lot of the games that come out on PC are different in terms of online. I feel that their ecosystem, it's kind of weird to do certain things like party chat, and I feel like you're jumping through loops. And having a console, it's just more easy for me personally, and that's one of the reasons why I can't get into computer, and also mouse and keyboard, I can't get into that. But back again with this video that I'm going back to the Xbox. You just gotta, like they say, you gotta believe. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Phil Spencer at this E3, which is gonna be in about 2 more months, it's gonna be amazing, and I just can't wait for their games that they're gonna show. Because a lot of games got canceled last year, from Fable, Scalebound, and a lot of people are concerned. But I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of great games, and people are going to be shocked at this E3 that's coming up soon. So let me know down below, what do you guys think of Xbox in general? Do you guys like the machine? Do you guys hate the machine? Are you guys more of a PlayStation or maybe a Nintendo Switch? Me personally, I play everything, and it kind of sucks that I understand where people are coming from. But sometimes good things take time, and you just got to be patient. I'm pretty sure we're going to get some real good content. So this is pretty much it for the video. I just wanted to talk, about what I think about Xbox at the moment. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is Power Glove Pixels signing out. Till next time.